Alright, well, let's see. We get some interesting stuff here to start our last series of the night, which is, we're expecting this one to be much more close than what we've got previously. Got the flex, so second time we get the Beastmaster mid, but there's the Abaddon, who we haven't really been seeing a whole lot. Maybe like one game we've covered so far. And we get the Conquer mid for Arrays. He did go for the High Tide facet.
Yep, High Tide, of course, the proc for the Tidebringer. Makes sense, he wants to get some auto attacks going. All that cooldown reduction. This facet has overall been pretty underwhelming. In fact, Kunkka is one of those heroes where his innate is way stronger than his facet, I would say. The Admiral's Run is pretty damn good. You just get a bunch of damage delay randomly when people go on you, get extra movement speed out of nowhere. Very useful.
30 seconds to battle.
Actually, I didn't know that. The alt tooltip on that one is interesting. It stacks additively with other sources of Admiral's Rum, so not even with diminishing return, but fully.
Oh, wow. Is she? Okay.
Are we gonna have no first blood before the game starts this time? We've had a lot of bloody games.
Got a lot of the action. It's just gonna be a 2 for 2.
Fair trade on the bounties. People heading down towards their lanes. We see Centaur up to some sneaky shenanigans, going for the body block. Already we see Lifestealer mirroring the movement, going down, wanting to body block the Radiant creeps. Amaryllis being there might deter him from doing this. The little impalement arts are ready. Oh, doesn't throw it.
Yep. Let's get ourselves underway. What hero do you feel like is vital to get off to a good start here for the boys on 1 win?
I think the most important is Beastmaster, right? Like, he wants to get his early game secured, make sure that he gets towards that Aghanims in a decent timing. So we'll see how he does. He is counterpicked on mid lane. Beast is still fairly strong, but Kunkka can be problematic, especially once he gets a few levels on Tidebringer.
I wonder what the build as well is. What do you think Arrays is going to go for this game with the items?
I expect it to be some form of like Blade Mail build, most likely. I've seen a few different things, like Double Bracer, Magic Face Boots, that's like a given. From there on, Blade Mail is very common. The Blade Mail Shard build used to be broken, then they nerfed the Shard a little bit. I think you could still go Blade Mail into Orchid. That's not too bad. The only problem is like the Photic Shield can save people, but you can always just silence the Abaddon as well and leave him like that.
I'll play until the end. Should end up going down to the Blood Grenade. No, not actually enough. And the Paleman Arts I thought was going to last a little bit longer.
Yeah, they wore off. Pretty short duration. It's going to be fine, but has to pop a salve in the tree line. Gets HP back, and that leaves a little bit of time of Lifesteer getting harassed by the Ringmaster. Honestly, looking at the Jakiro gameplay and just studying a bit more the Twin Terror build, it's not that bad, you know? At first, I wasn't sure about it. Oh, Lifestealer gets too close, just gets stomped and brought down by Malik and Amaryllis.
Okay.
He doesn't have a point in rage yet, so having the open wounds and Ghoul Frenzy doesn't have a reaction to make when the Hoof Stomp comes in.
So what were you saying about the Jakiro facet?
I think it's a good idea to go for a Twin Terror, actually, as a support even. Because you end up getting so many auto attacks in. Like, look at him, non-stop auto attacking here. The added value over time, you have 10% less damage reduction. It does make a difference.
Okay.
Because, you know, 6 more damage per hit, and you hit twice every time you auto attack, so it's pretty damn good.
Shaman in the lane is so annoying. Why? What is his facet?
The chicken fingers, yeah. Chicken fingers facet is interesting. It has some use after laning stage, but it's primarily good in laning stage. Having played a lot of games on Rasta, I can tell you that the chicken figures is fantastic for some chain stunning. But looking at win rates, I actually looked at both win rates and compared playstyles. I ended up liking the other facet more. It's like it was 4% higher win rate across tons of games, and that's pretty significant. And overall, I found the big ward to be really, really strong.
Respect. Chase time for the moment. Violent. Forced to use his metamorphosis though to protect his support. There's an opportunity to get triple S. He used the Aphotic Shield defensively on Sweet and Strong.
Wait, isn't he dead too?
Is probably just going to die anyway. They may need some body blocks out of respect, but the movement slow is back up. A blood grenade's going to fly through afterwards. He does miss.
A little bit late. He didn't think about it in time there. Respect. But still fantastic for them. They bring down the Abaddon, the important target, and Shadow Shaman doesn't have the foul play ready now. It's still on cooldown. It's pretty significant. It's 2 minutes cooldown if you don't die. They're attempting to go on center. Blood Grenade committed.
The base unfortunately off the mark. Malik's just going to try and do as much damage as he can. Amaryllis will be able to push himself forward with the last right click. Get a return kill, get a souvenir as well.
Gets in there with all those auto attacks. Ringmaster's a really nice auto attack in lane. And honestly, his damage is fairly high.
Yeah.
As I say that, he gets a deny right in front of Munkushi's face. Haven't talked about the mid lane too much, but 37 and 4 for the Beastmaster.
Plain snooze.
Yeah, it's really just a farm trade. As opposed to the side lanes, which is so much kill potential. Random X
Bro,
mark.
what are you doing? What was that X mark?
I don't know. Maybe he was thinking about something. He had Jakiro and Ringmaster kind of close, but not close enough to come in and help him.
Whoa, raw. This is, I don't... What's going on? Are you killing Beast? What? This is crazy. Erase has level 6. So Sweet and Strong. Maybe the Menace going to be the issue, but Erase does have a big wand. Doesn't want to use the boat onto the Shaman. Feels it's unnecessary because we could have a fight for the power rune further as well. Torrent just shy. Very close to getting that initial stun, which would have granted a secondary kill for L1ga. They might still be able to get the power rune.
Yeah, chasing after a silencer. Another sentry being dropped. X-Mark should secure it, but he's just going in.
Trying to get rid of the sentry, but
no. Though, surely.
No, we can't fight 3. In fact, he's going to die with the attempt of doing so, and Sweet and Strong's probably going to die as well. What's going on? We didn't have the bloodbath to start the game, but we just needed to wait until the power runes. That is when the kills were going to occur in our first game of the final series.
Dear God, what a bloodbath erupting here as we have Shadow Shaman dying twice on mid lane, 4 deaths on the side of Dire. Not a great start for them, and L1ga strike hard. We've been talking about the impact of their support players making their moves, and yet again, the move towards mid lane works out great for them. Such strong fighting supports.
And meanwhile, bottom Violent can easily play solo versus Triple S. This is a meta use, but the catapult wave, so... I mean, the tower's pretty much gone. It's probably going to be in deny range, top lane. It's going to be a kill into the silencer. This past 2 minutes for L1ga. Malik, he's fine. He has Vanguard. He's actually not even taking any damage. He's sustaining through it.
Yeah, he got the Stampede ready, so he's completely fine. Holding a Lotus as well. Just not too concerned. Lifesteer's getting decent farm, but all these kills happening across the map is probably stressing him out a bit as well. The supports are struggling against the impact of L1ga's early game.
Okay, Graze. Now, but there's the Stampede that you were mentioning about. I'm trying to get himself out of range, but unfortunately, already on top.
When Abaddon went down, he had 2 experience to go, by the way, for level 6. He was so close to getting his ulti. Had Magic Stick as well, but didn't get the ulti experience needed.
Oh, respects to Chad. He's just tanking up the tower. Baiting Sweet and Strong. That's what he's doing. Nice timing. Taming the Beast into the Tidebringer. He's actually okay. Meanwhile, Amaryllis is also... Oh, did he actually live because of the illusion? I think dodge the axes. Another one's back up. He's going to have to do this one by himself. Won't be able to sidestep it.
Hard to dodge the Beastmaster chasing him out, running him down there. Beast getting back into the jungle, farming up a bit, but that's mid tower secured. Bottom tower already dropping, so 2 down and a 2k gold lead right now for Liga. The tempo difference is noticeable.
And you already know that like top lane as well is probably going to be ganked. I honestly would love to see Violet go top with the next meta. I feel like there's a big opportunity for the early game for you to play with meta along with boat.
They have Macro and Kunkka. They could steal stuff here. Jakiro going in pretty deep. Just be careful not to get caught by the Beastmaster. He might have caught himself a little bit out of position.
Should probably know there's a ward with how far up he was, or maybe he was just positioned there to play in front of the Conquer. We'll see if they get a signal or not.
Suspicious to find a support that deep into your triangle. Definitely indicative that he might have been up to no good. 15 seconds, we have a power room coming up. Beastmaster taking his time clearing up the Ancients. Wants to get towards that Aghanim Scepter. So what's the item build for our side laners here? The Lifestealer is already queued up the Radiance. He's going for it, so Triple S is going to have to go for something else. Has he bought anything yet, or is he just holding it? I think he's holding his gold, yeah. I mean, he's not significantly rich. 2 deaths and no kills.
Concerned with the map state though. Again, I really am expecting a play to happen around top. It looks like OneWin are kind of anticipating this as well. They're gonna run into Emeraldus. Arrays will be able to drop the combo to... Oh man, that's a creep! Oh my god! The Tidebringer low cooldown because it's just hitting everyone!
Oh my god! The combination.
Jesus!
Lifesteal's gonna be fine at least, but they're losing 3 and they lose their stacks in jungle as well as Centaur comes out. Yeah, I would like to see that again. That was crazy. Absolutely wild. The Kunkka Ringmaster. Some AoE gods, of course. You have the Jakiro as well. Didn't even need to drop a Macropyre into that. This is just another setback. So the top tower already cleared out by the TB coming in. And he's gonna head down bottom again. He doesn't want to lose that tower. You and I have talked about it before, how for Radiant holding on to your tier 1 bottom tower is really great for in 4 minutes. So be that Tormentor. Lifesteal has to scurry away. Liga, they look hungry, man.
Yeah.
So update on Kunkka. He did go for the Blade Mail, going into Aghanim Scepter, not going for the Shard. This is probably a nice version to do it right now. Aghanim Scepter is the ghost ship fleet nowadays with the guns. It's pretty great for dealing some AoE damage.
Dire are scanning.
Is it magic damage? The gun pass through? Yep, okay.
Yeah, it's all magic damage. The cannonballs being shot by the ghost ship too. But, you know, it's not really as controlling as the old Aghanim Scepter with the Torrent Storm, but it does do a tremendous amount of damage still. And it's hard to avoid getting hit by the boats or the cannonballs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And look how aggressive they're playing, Liga. This ward still hasn't been dewarded for...
The donkey farm.
There's one. Okay, we're gonna micro. No, we're not paying attention. Okay.
That's 130 gold for the entire team. Very nice by Amoralis, finding some innocent couriers. The logistics team.
So what's the route back in if you're OneWin? You see this deficit, you see all your towers gone, and the map control it's not really there for you. What is the communication going to be like, and who are they relying on?
Oh, I think it's going to be... I was going to say the Aghanim's timing on Beastmaster plus the Radiance, but I've got news for you. It's not Radiance anymore. He went back for Maelstrom, But it feels awkward to buy Maelstrom when you already had like 3,000 plus gold saved up and only then buying the component. He's not even sending it out because his courier is dead.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, this is not ideal. If you... Oh, Silencer's now drop. I think he had to commit for the full Radiance. I'm not sure about this decision to pivot back into Maelstrom. It's like you've already done the hard part of saving all that gold throughout the laning stage.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures
She's
are
wrong.
fortified.
Oh, they actually want to fight. Look at the wraparound. Scepter's online for Chira Jr. Erase is a little bit weak as well. Unable to get the boat off. Ice Path will do its best to disrupt the combo, but the global silence, and they're going to even be able to get the kill to conquer. Erase slips out of danger because Radiant do such an incredible job at protecting him, and they're not going to get anyone, dude. This game, it's just starting to look like some of the other games that we've been watching.
Yeah, it's just Liga being dominant from minute 6 and onwards. It's been their game. They played for that first power rune, got 4 kills out of it, and since then they have not let up the gas at all. It's completely in control.
And a D ward too, freshly placed ward.
The problem is they didn't hit the timing they wanted as well, right? You get the Aghanim Scepter Beastmaster, you go behind, that's nice, but where's the impact from your carry showing up? He didn't have anything, he didn't have the Maelstrom even delivered at that point.
Radiant are scanning.
Meanwhile, the TB, I believe, has the full... No, never mind. He's saving
Chira
for sure.
Jr. Again, that Observer ward that we thought maybe they were able to get a glimpse of previously will result in a kill onto the Beast. They'll get the run buff as well. Munkushi, I don't know if he's going to be able to win this man fight. Wants to try and get the Infest will into Sweden strong, but he's going to be able to piggy himself away.
Rushing to safety.
Oh. They found Triple S. Wait, there's a couple of things going on at the moment. 2 fights. Torrent's gonna fly over the top. It's a great placement of the Macropie. Munkushi might burn out, and yet that's gonna be the case. Stampede gets some separation. Violence okay here for the Terrorblade. Triple S, they're gonna be able to close the distance. Torrent into the hoof. It's gonna be a 5-man wipe, dude. League are just... Oh, God, man. This team's looking good.
They really are. Yeah, this is... I mean, this is what we want to see in the lower bracket. The team that shows the power to be able to go all the way in the lower bracket and finally challenge in the grand finals. I'm already getting ahead of myself because they just look that dominant. Like, this game, it's going to be very, very hard for one win to turn this one around. Obviously, it is a best of 3 series. Still got a chance to have an impact later, but look at them going mid, catching off the Beastmaster now with the X mark. Hold on cooldown. Might just be fine.
They need a global? Okay, no, he's just apparently dead, violent, and silence is gone. Okay.
Stampede on cooldown, so can't chase for more, but 2 kills, and Tower is probably going to be quick to follow as well. They have not been able to get rid of these wards. Amarale's ward on the triangle is still there. Meanwhile, he runs in and quickly finds the ward that OneWin placed. The supports, man, it's literally the backbone of this team. I know the cores are playing fantastic. Like, we have a TB and a Kunkka who neither of them died at all. But it's just really a pleasure to watch how Respect and Amarales are playing the game.
Yeah, it's like the reason why the cores have this room to be able to play so well is because of what the supports are doing. I mean, they are just absolutely carrying the early game.
Yeah.
The lanes, the early game, everything. It's incredible.
It also speaks volumes to how the communication is in the team. It's not just the supports are on the same page. All of them know what's going on. And that's why we see them right now. All 5 going over towards the Tormentor. Don't want to give a chance for Dire to get the hand of this. They did lose their Wisdom Rune though. Sweet and Strong finds the 1730 Wisdom Rune.
Oh,
He's gonna drop some snakes. This is desperate times, man. He drops the snakes to try and farm some camps in the enemy jungle. He gets 3 creep spawns from it. Didn't manage to get a stack on the big camp, but... I don't know. This says a lot about the game state.
Maybe could have pulled that other wave as well. It was max efficiency.
Yeah,
That's right.
He probably was worried about just Kunkka showing up and X-marking him again. It's so hard to get out.
Oh, if you're warding like that, you may as well, like, give 15,000 lead.
You may as
Like,
well,
it's
yeah.
just- yeah.
Commit. Get all the gold you can. I mean, if he got the creep wave, he would be pretty close to the full ether lens by now. So right now they're just hoping to hold on to the game. They're not going for any moves. As we see the Rasta dropping snakes in jungle like that, all of them are just hitting creeps. The Abaddon is going for the Radiance, by the way. The Lifesteer gave up his Radiance, but Abaddon is going for his. And finally, he does get picked. And conveniently dies right next to the Roche pit, so we see Liga swinging in towards that. Damage is pretty damn fast by now. Centaur with the...
meta.
Oh, yeah, might as well. Take it down a little bit faster. I don't think they have any rush to go high ground anyway afterwards, so... I just want to have the damage to bring this down. Beastmaster does have Blink now, Chair Junior. I've talked about this before. Beastmaster's timing isn't Aghanims, it's Blink and Aghanims, so you can actually look for stuff.
It's just, you have to jump Amaryllis, and if you don't kill him with the escape act, I was just about to say, interesting went for the Tame the Beast Radius. I thought we were getting a lot more of the other escape act cast range, especially this game, into like Shaman and Beast, but yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's either way that you want to play it. This is a bit more aggressive.
Speaking of the Beastmaster, they have a Observer Ward apparently by the outpost, but the Global Silence will help the TPs out. They will both escape.
Yeah, global, otherwise would have gone down for sure. Gets him out, get him safe, but with global down, I think the tier 2 tower is not long for this world. You don't want to take a team fight with big spells missing when you're this far behind. 14,000 gold lead for Radiant. Well, Centaur has spotted the Silencer and quickly gets disposed of. Infest
Coming
is
out,
here.
though. Opportunity. They want to go for Malik. Looks like the jump's going to be on. They will get rid of Amaryllis. Now Malik finds a spot to be able to blink TP away.
Gets out nicely. And meanwhile we see Violent just knocking on the door, asking if anyone's home down bottom. The Radiance is complete on Abaddon, so does a pretty good job of getting rid of the illusions.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
They know they're behind. They were spotted. Saw the Rasta on the gate.
Can he get the wisdom?
No.
Oh no. Oh.
He
How
lets
many
the
deaths you
illusion,
up to?
lets the illusion get the last hit. Classy by TV. He's like, you're not worth my time.
Sure, Junior top lane. Kill off. Easy like that, dude. 13,000 lead, huh?
Yeah, absolutely love the draft that Liga are playing and how they're playing it. It fits them so well, their style. A Stampede after. Is he a Silencer? Actually, I didn't see him.
Guess wrong.
They're just rushing in and looking for him.
Oh.
Meanwhile,
No, no
bottom,
foul.
the two-man siege. This is a bit dangerous. You don't really have your friends nearby. Aegis on the TB, yes, but Hero has to be cautious not to get caught.
Dire's bottom tower.
Violent. Trying to juke with the illusion. Sunder's going to be there. It's a lot used on the Aegis life. No meta, no Sunder now.
Nearly
Okay,
got,
won't even lose it.
you know, got the X mark there on Lifesteer to try and pull him back, but he had Infest already. He would have been fine. Smoke,
Smoke
waiting.
towards top.
Yeah. Two of them can't really burst the Lifestealer, but... Gonna try. Okay. Maybe they can. Maybe I'm wrong.
Pretty ambitious. Well, the Global Sunder save, and
Is under attack.
They're quick to also respond. Malik roll's going to be there from Chiro Jr. And yeah, these are those little slip-ups. Just thinking that they had the damage and the read it was incorrect. And OneWin do a really good job to be able to capitalize.
It was a pretty unnecessary goal. Right outside the tier 3 against the Silencer draft on a lifestealer. It's very ambitious to try and bring him down there. But, you know, you gotta give them credit for trying. I just feel like they could have kept playing the tight game that they've been playing so far. So it gives a little bit of breathing room. Finally one win, a chance to get out on the map.
Violent solo killed. Oh boy.
That is not what you want to have happen. The Orchid and TB with the shard, man. He just runs people down. That shard is so terrifying.
They might go high ground off the respawn. Twin strong, you.
He still has 20 seconds on his Aegis on TB. His team can join on the gates.
The Silencer got X'd. X into Ice Path and Torrent. So difficult if anyone's going to be caught. This should be a full set of barracks.
And you're not bursting a shield rune Kunkka with BKB. 2.7k HP, so good luck to try and jump him. He just was reclaimed though. But with Ringmaster behind, you know that they can't go on anyone. Ringmaster has that box ready. Basically, you gotta go on Ringmaster, but how do you find him? Look at his positioning. Amorales, he knows this. Sitting cautiously. And again, why push without Aegis? No stress in the world. This is the worst feeling when you're behind, the enemy just back out and don't even finish you off. It's like, damn it, we don't have a play. You know, the desperation sets in, they're gonna smoke. Because what else do you do when you're down like this? But this smoke is very easy to sense. That's why we also see them kind of grouping, holding the high ground. I think they're aware of what's happening already.
Erase is not with the team currently, but they are angling like they maybe are thinking about jumping on Kushi. They'll drag the wave over to the right.
Surely learned a lesson on top. Malik. Not to do the same thing on him. Kunkka though, about to show himself top, and everybody's moving there. He's coming in. The mass TP. Wanna bait with Kunkka.
Okay, they won't just bait, they'll just run him down apparently, why not? Oh, the wonder into the kill, Munkushi. Raged up, nice Ice Path, just on the edge, finds the infest.
He's a dog. Let him get away.
Be able to get the X.
He's so fast. Oh, the illusion.
Okay, and there we go. There's the combo, and the silence into the kill, and we might see them call it here.
Honestly, they do have buybacks, so I guess one final fight is probably due, but it feels so futile. They just have nothing on this Terrorblade. Absolutely enormous. TB going towards the top now. His team all along, and the only one who sits back not going in is the Ringmaster. Beastmaster has the hardest job in the world. He's got to somehow pick up the Ringmaster and then go kill a TB afterwards. And Abaddon lost half his HP for just showing for a split second.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he's tanky. He's got 1590 HP. Jakiro has 1900.
Yeah, wow.
He's got 2000 less than the Centaur. Pretty squishy little Abaddon.
Oh, the spotlights.
Oh, they have one range Rax remaining. That is all they have in this world. Poor little range Rax. Again, backing out. Roche could be spawning any moment. There's also a DD rune waiting for them bottom. And again, the desperation smoke. They have not really pushed out top lane though, and the illusions are shoving in the lane, so you have about 2 seconds before this is mega obvious. They already know.
Morales pops the smoke. Does it get the escape act off? Early use of the global silence just to secure the kill onto Amaras. Meanwhile, Malik was able to get a great counter initiation with the backline. It has been punctured. They're trying to do their best to bring down with the Terrorblade, but the boat will give the run buff. Violence not even close to dying. Sunder to turn onto Triple S. Meta online as well. And now Monkushi, nowhere to run for him. Looking to try and jump in, find the Infest. He will go down without even getting Malik.
Chasing after the Rasta. No GG called, even though Lifesteal is dead. They want to try and hold on, but this Ranger Axe, it's not long for this world. TB is coming for it. So is all of Liga. Silencer also doesn't have buyback.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Center just cashing out TP base. The X mark is coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all she
All
wrote.
right.
I like the last fight there. The TB using Abaddon as a little lunchbox. Basically, they triggered the Abaddon ulti, laid in some auto attacks to him to heal him to full HP, and then sundered him to take that HP for himself. It's such a cheeky thing to do.
That's funny.
Very, very potent. And I don't really see them putting in a good fight unless they get ahead.
Okay. You just said before, right? You have like a ridiculous amount of bounty games, yeah?
Yeah, I got 900 games on him at least.
So when you look at the bounty of this game with his heroes on his team and what he's up against, what are you already thinking about how you play the lane, how you itemize, what your early game is looking like? Like, can you kind of break that down for us?
Yeah, so the big plan would be, you got the through and through facet that he's playing, which is really nice because you can bounce the Shuriken and get damage twice on a target once you get level 6. That's for a little bit later though, but he can actually bring a surprising amount of burst damage into TB in the early mid game. Laning stage, probably just gonna wait until level 3 and then spam all the Shurikens you can and spam that along with Wild Axis and just take over the lane. For now, he's just invis, sneaking around, trying to steal some bounty rune. But already at level 2, the Shuriken does decent damage. Level 3 bounty can actually start bullying the lane. And if the lane is
his role?
Yeah, sorry. If the lane is hard before, then he can always cut the creep wave, like pull it and do shenanigans with it behind the tier 1. After that, it's just scouting, you know, be the one leading the way and kind of allow Pango open his eyes and find him kills. Because if you don't find kills when you play Bounty, you might as well just disconnect from that game. It's not even worth playing if you can't actually go for moves. Not gonna win the trade against Warlock, so just scurry away.
It's
It's so wild to me that Shadow Word does damage around it, you know, that it's not just a heal anymore. It feels like such a strong tool nowadays.
Yeah, it's definitely not the spell that it used to be.
No. So... Like, look at this. Yeah, you want to fight TB? Go close to him. See how it feels. You're gonna take damage passively. And one thing to mention about this lane from Liga is that it's really nice to have a healer paired up with TB, since he has some of the most effective HP pool in the game. The high armor plays really well with heals. And Bounty is already saying, yeah, this lane is not starting out in a playable way, so he's cutting.
He's also lost his offlaner.
Yeah, the damage, right? The damage from the Shadow Word made the difference. First blood. This is not gonna be a start that you wanted. Looking towards the other lanes, the Centaur plus Ringmaster. At least Munkushi has to be wary level 2 this time. Did go down level 2 against the same heroes. They're just playing a rematch down here. Literally the same 4 heroes showing up in this lane.
Funny. Honestly, I'm a very big fan when we see that happen, especially when we see almost identical drafts, and if we do see identical drafts, and even more then.
Yeah.
Because it's like, because of how big brain draft is, and both sides are like, okay, we actually had what it takes. conceptually, we thought our heroes are good enough to be able to win. There was just some execution thing or something slightly different that needs to be done. And I think it's very interesting to then be able to almost compare like game 1 to game 2 if it's only like a 1 hero difference or whatever.
Yeah, it is rare, but it does happen every now and then that both teams are like, you know what, just run it back. Like, the draft wasn't the problems, it's the losing team, and the winning team obviously rarely wants to change anyway. But it's fun. This is not really that, but it's close to it.
Do you remember what the game was where we had the remake? I don't know why. I think it was like Any Major or something like that. It was a bit ago, but we had. Yeah, it was like literally. Do you know the game? What I'm speaking about? I don't remember what it was though, or when.
I can't remember which tournament it was, but yeah, remake and play it from start.
Yeah.
I mean, that used to be common long ago. It used to be the sort of standard procedure when there was an issue. We had more network issues and stuff. Then it was always like you have to run and touch the lanes. You were not allowed to even swap the lanes that you previously had. So you had to at least go to a tower, and then only then were you allowed to like go somewhere else. Otherwise, it was seen as unfair. Like, oh, you suddenly put Doom mid instead. What the hell?
Yeah.
Broke the arrangement.
How'd the Lotus go?
Snagged up by the
Respect
Warlock on top lane. Respect has it. He's just leading this Beastmaster on a merry chase. He has the Call of the Wild ready. He can get the Hawk in here. Not gonna do it. Instead, spamming those axes. He's close to killing him, but the healing Lotus available too. Warlock, he's running for his life.
Alright, they got him.
Slowly brought down. Of course. Yeah.
I was gonna say a lot of mana, a lot of time, but he gets the kill.
Yeah, he got the kill, and he's back to actually getting CS as well, so doesn't feel too bad about himself. TB, to deal with this big creep wave, decided to actually put under tier 2 tower. This is a sign of confidence from a carry player. He pulled, minute 4, he pulled a full creep wave in under a tier 2 tower, didn't miss a single last hit. That's pretty clean. Like, got 4 of them in a row there.
It's a Grandmaster TB right there. He knows his damage.
Ah, he is locked in right now. Violent, he's focused, man.
Oh, mid as well. Arrays is mega locked in. 20. Oh, that torrent. Oh, I wasn't anticipating him to land a torrent like that, but I was going to bring up the fact he's 26 and 11 compared to the 21 and 6.
Yeah, no, he's doing fantastic, getting a lot of denies. And again, this is a counter pick, if you will, into you, or, they picked the best hero they could see. It's not necessarily a lane counter to L1ga, but they couldn't go for that. They needed something that does everything. And it's getting difficult for Pango already. Tidebringer level 3 is when it starts hurting now. Bounty got dusted.
I think? Yeah, it's gonna take...
It's so close.
The banner creep I think the banner creep.
Yeah. He had 4 HP when he lived, so yeah, I think he actually lived because of the extra regen. It gives 3 per second, and he got like 3 seconds worth of regen. No way.
They need the torrent. Chirurgeon just sidesteps that and the blood grenade.
Nice one. L1ga though, closing in on level 6. As Tapango, with all those denies, is a little bit behind. Doesn't quite have the roll yet for the minute 6 rune.
Is this not just a kill with the bow?
If you can reach him.
Gonna get the yeah, I mean, surely the slow with Impalement Arts. Swinnerstrong does his best to disrupt, but unfortunately, it was close to the boat missing. Arrays looks for the TP out. Shadow Walk still on cooldown. Should have the movement speed to be able to catch up to Amorales, but Respect is on the other side of the high ground. Not enough with the Warlock heal, though.
Yeah, so he gets some kill at least, but a lot of resources invested, and you lose your mid laner. L1ga happily just goes to base, can get back toward mid lane. And with that kill, kind of furthering his advantage over the Pangolier. At least Pango got level 6 from this range creep, so he'll look to make a move if he wants to.
See if that move's going to be top lane importantly, because the tower under assault. Violent is posturing pretty aggressively, like he's maybe thinking about walking over to the Wisdom. Nice scan, though.
Top tower.
Okay, well, Chira Jr.'s going to walk back the other way.
Yeah, still trying to keep the catapult alive, using his illusion as well, sending it in, trying to tank the tower. This tower will take quite a bit of damage if you don't bring the Pango over.
Is under attack.
And the heal over on the TB again. Okay, finally, he will respect it. Too many Shuri tosses and wild axes. Finally gotta go back, but that's similar to what we saw in the previous game. Just a ton of damage done very early to the tier 1 tower. You don't want to lose your offlane tower early in a game. That's just, you know, it's not normal. TB doing something unusual, let's say, in Dota.
A lot of net worth, and importantly, just map control as well. Maybe makes it easier to be able to invade into the triangle, which is exactly where the Beastmaster be.
Yeah.
A lot of stacks at the moment.
Yeah, there's plenty of farm in there. If they could send their Kunkka in there, you could definitely steal the big camp at least.
Which, what we saw that last game, right? So maybe he'll go on a raise, pops the invis. He's looking to run over.
Yeah, he's gonna go have a look, check what the status is. He has the boat ready as well. Find a bunch of prowlers. Looking for the Beastmaster, of course. If Beast isn't farming there, but collect on the bounty.
So kill into tower and maybe stack getting claimed. Radiant.
Right
Sure, going to be
now-
able to protect this with the Rolling Thunder. Isn't it off? Stampede. Nice sidestep. Emeralis. Not going to be able to get away from the Roar, however. TP in from Munkushi.
Oh, erase.
Boats online for a raise. We'll be able to play around with the run buff. Meanwhile, Chira Jr. is doing a lot of work on the pain clear. This is a solid showing from him. Much needed to get him
thunder
back
him or
into the
no?
early game and getting closer towards the defusal. Was thinking about it, but no. TB, he'll run away. Doesn't want to use the Sunder. Put himself in the firing line.
He doesn't want to risk it. He says, nah, I'm not going to risk my own game for you. He may have been able to delay the death, but I think he still would probably have died on the Kunkka. And Chira Jr. going to find, you know, first dig up a little water rune, finds a stack in the enemy jungle, finds 2 bounty runes, so on the back of getting a lot of kills, also gets a nice little extra bit of golden advantage. Pushes him close to his defusal.
That's massive. Because that's probably a trip back to base as well, so a lot more time wasted.
I mean, previously he was getting a bit destroyed on mid lane by the Kunkka. Now he's 700 gold ahead. As I say that, immediately gets caught, of course, and doesn't have the ulti, but can he find a spot to TP out?
Dire's courier has been killed.
Completely safe. All the abilities on cooldown, no X-Mark, Tame the Beast or Torrent.
Is under attack. Radiant's top tower.
Now TB has done what he set out to do. The first metamorphosis was just clearing or doing some damage to the tower. Now he took it out and, like you said, access to the enemy ancient area once the tower is gone. Don't think he can really steal everything though. He snagged like 1 or 2 creeps and runs away.
Okay, meanwhile, trying to keep tabs on Munkushi as well. He's got the Radiance queued up.
Yep.
It will not be the weird kind of Maelstrom build that we saw from him in the previous game.
Yeah, he doesn't have an Abaddon to compete with this time for who gets to buy it, so Beastmaster probably not going to be interested in buying a Radiance. He already has his Aghanim's components half the way there. But yeah, he's up to 2.2k gold on Lifestealer, farming decently. They're setting up for the Centaur kill, possibly.
Yeah, but look at this, they're anticipating the move from L1ga. Smoke down, and what a perfect timing, but the Global Silence is going to be there. So it will stop the follow-up inside that double hoof stomp from Malik. Rock on the edge, stops Chira Jr. from being able to play around with the Rolling Thunder. Nicely done, just gets in range. Not messing around here is going to be respect along with L1ga. What a read from them, though, that the attempt was going to be there to try and slow down Malik, and they were already in position to be able to protect him.
Yeah, this team has such good game sense, like where to be, what to do at different times. L1ga are just really on point with these macro moves, like the big decisions. So they keep Malik alive, and of course, go down here, claim an easy tower, and now opening up the enemy ancients and safe lane area.
Tower is under attack.
Similar story as previous game. 2 towers down, no tower down on the side of 1win. They have not been able to lay into any of them. Playing for timings, of course. 1300 gold for the Beastmaster, and Lifestealer still has a way to go, like 2000 gold for his Radiance.
Dire's top tower is
At least the diffusal is complete, so we should see Pango and Bounty perhaps start looking to find the supports left alone. Remember, they don't want team fights necessarily on 1win, but they definitely want to look for kills. You don't pick Bounty Hunter just to farm.
See where they want to go on the map to be able to find these kills though. Deep wards not set up at the moment. I've done a pretty good job to be able to get rid of the observers that Sweden Strong has placed down, so just use his body instead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And for Dire, would you like to see them maybe try and bump their head against the tier 1 tower mid, knowing that Radiant still are needing these item timings?
I think they have time for it, yeah. They could go mid tower. It's a bit of a tough place to fight into the Pango ulti. It's very strong when there are so many cliffs and edges for him to bounce off of. It's the strong pinball area. But there's like 1.5 minutes before the Tormentor time. They could swing the TB towards mid and push it, but if they want to, they can just play like this as well. Farm up the TB, wait for the Tormentor. Next objective is just going to be the Wisdoms. We already see Bounty sitting on the enemy Wisdom and Beastmaster ready to take his own. What's the move from L1ga though? Right now, not moving towards either Wisdom rune. Okay. Forces the global. Defensive global. Good stuff. And they did lose out on a double wisdom during this, so big win for 1win, who have been needing something to get a bit of an advantage.
Is that mid tower that goes down though, now with Global Silence? Like, yes, like you said, you get the advantage across the map, Malik?
I think so. TB is feeling confident now. No global signs to stop him from sundering, so should have a pretty easy time. The only stun he has to worry about is really the Beastmaster ulti. He's gonna just siege it up. Oh, Silencer this time. The target. No way out, no safety for him. Tier 1 taken, and look at Violent. He just wants to go for a tier 2. He says, I already met them.
Yes. What else am I going to do with the meta apparently? They have aggressive glyph.
Yeah. Trying to keep the tower alive, but it's actually dropping. TB is... this is the same thing he did to a tier 1 top tower. He does the prep work, right? He puts the work in. God damn it. He's a hard-working carry. Half the tower down and the glyph on cooldown. It's definitely pretty substantial to have that impact.
Yeah.
And this opens up if they want to push the bottom tier 2. It's not that easy to defend it anymore without the glyph.
I think, importantly, what we should be looking at, though, we got Tormentor, though, and meta's down.
Yeah. Yeah,
they're going to Rosh, okay. It's the trade.
It's going to be one into the other. This is a good read by 1win. They know the Torm is coming, so they play for the Rosh take. This is what all Beastmasters want to do when they get the Aghanim Scepter. I doubt that we'll see them move over there. L1ga actually a little bit concerned.
They're worried. Yeah, they don't know.
They think the snipe is coming. They're gonna see Roche die, and then they're gonna be like, oh, we're fools. For once, you know, I praise L1ga on their fantastic game read. For once, they were actually off the mark. It's good. You have to prove that you're human, because, you know, too many times we've seen them just have very good understanding of where to play.
So it's going to be Radiance at 1620 for Munkushi, third net worth. Pretty farmed. But the thing is like, how are you going to be able to play into a Terrorblade who is even more farmed than you? That's probably coming down to the Beastmaster. I think importantly now that we also have an even game, we can go back to maybe something we were questioning in the draft about the Beast Silencer combo. How different does this look now with an equal game instead of you having like a 15,000 deficit and getting run over?
We'll see how much they can get done with it. You know, bursting down when they're the ones in position of Aegis in particular, they should be finding opportunities to make aggressive moves. If they ever see L1ga, he's a fantastic target. Burst him before he gets his bolt out. They're actually coming down to defend. I like the choice by OneWin saying, we have the Aegis. You cannot just go and fight us if you want to. It's gonna be met with some resistance.
I think they're a little bit cautious on Liga. They saw the bounty hunter, I believe, poke out of the portal. He stepped down the stairs, so they saw him with the ward.
Right.
Maybe that's also in the back of their mind, like, I don't know what some other stuff is going on behind them. So they'll another tower that drops quite low as well.
Yeah, defended though, so this is them having to back and reset, think about what they want to play towards next. And I feel like this, when people split up like this, going back to farm, you see the TB top and you know they're splitting up on the map. This is when the pickoffs are going to happen. Good torrent.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He doesn't
Do you
know
know?
it was a good torrent, but it was.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't play enough Conquer. Is there a sound cue? I don't remember.
No. There's I don't believe there's any information game. Okay, just like
Morales won and walk it off.
that. Ashley gets roared and lives to tell the tale. Not too common for ringmasters.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I get a chance then for Liga to perhaps play on that cooldown. It's not too long or a cooldown, but 50 seconds with no roar, they immediately smoke up. This is the defining factor for good teams, right? Like great teams. They will see a chance, a moment, this brief moment in time right here, one win. Even though they have Aegis, they cannot fight into Liga without the Primal Roar.
They're training the Silencer at the moment. Violent going to be able to get the kill without the Orchid, and they'll continue to wrap around and maybe catch up to Chira Jr. Like with the blink reveal, and they won't have to commit too heavily. They're going to try and look for the Infest. They won't be able to get it. Stuns are a bit too late with the will. Boat comes crashing down as well. Malik's Stampede is controlled thanks to the use of the Rolling Thunder. Still, Malik gets the hoofs up at the last second, but the Centaur will still die, but he's wasted so much time. It sets up for the double torrent. Now, off the respawn, Triple S will be able to get the roar off, but there's not much that's going to happen afterwards. You got to respect them still, Dire. You're falling pretty low. Chira Jr., an ambitious jump into the middle till the end's going to show himself as well. Now, Violent, what are we going in for? Thinking he can get the kill, miss, not enough. Ultra kill, one in the rampage. That is what he's going in for. That is why he deserves the triple tips from all of the boys.
I mean, give it up for Violent. He's playing so well this qualifier. Overall, it was a little bit half-assed, the initiation at first. They didn't want to commit too many resources, ended up missing the wheel from Ringmaster a little bit. But on the back of a beautiful 4-hero Fatal Bonds, Warlock just brought tons of damage into that fight. And Violent, just no counter to the TB. Like, this is why I cry about it in the draft. Why did they pick this Lifestealer into TB? I don't understand what they're doing, man. They have 0 heroes that counter TB right now. The best they have is Aghanims on Beastmaster, but you know it doesn't work when you get stunned. And you know what Liga brought a lot of to the fight? Tons of stuns.
Yep. Now you got 2,200 gold in the bank as well from Violence, so is this going to be the Orchid we saw previously?
Most likely, yeah.
This...
Could go Hurricane Pike if he wants more safety, but I mean, after that Rampage, I suspect we're gonna see him be pretty confident. Oh, he does go Hurricane. Okay.
It's just mass injection of gold for them and items. Erase with the Scepter. Pike for Violent. Important, Plate Mail as well for Melik. Makes him a little bit more survivable. Second tier 2 tower down. And speaking of gold, we're just getting none of it from the bounty. 6 kills. Can't get anything of the track value.
Yeah, I mean, 6 kills, and he's been in 2 of them on bounty. That's the problem. You're a bounty hunter in a team that has the worst team fight, and you lost laning stage. and then you just can't take any fights. It's the worst. Out of my 900 games on Bounty, I can tell you a few hundred of them were like this, and it's just so sad, dude. When you can't go for any fight. His best job right now would be to courier snipe, but look at him, barely missing the entire fleet of couriers heading back. He might get violence. Nope. No, not even.
Okay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Right now, you just ward the enemy base as Bounty and start sniping couriers. That's literally your only play at this point.
And look at the map control as well. Importantly, Conquer uses X to cut mid. Of course, bottom's going to be shoved because they're at the T2 tower. And TP goes back and uses the illusion. So very shortly, they can do whatever they want on the map. If they want to make an aggressive move to maybe go into Radiant's triangle to occupy that and force another fight. If they just want to use this time to be able to farm defensive. But the most important thing, Radiant can't do anything. The map is so close to their side, so close to their tower, they can't be making any aggressive plays.
Yeah. They're doing their best to shove out, though. The Bounty Hunter is actually using the through and through facet to push out the mid creep wave. And now, you know, top lane is pretty decent. Mid lane's fairly shoved. And Bounty does get pulled back, but Torrent is off the mark.
A bit awkward.
Yeah. Used the Torrent to get vision, and then the X mark afterwards didn't really combo into it, so. Bounty gonna be happy to get away, feel safe. Smoke up now. They're the ones looking for a move. Feeling like they can maybe get a pick off. Perhaps more for a big fight. Infested into the Beastmaster.
Only Manta was completed recently for the lifesteal to kind of help a little bit to protect him, purging off some of the spells. The walk up the high ground blind at the moment. The vision game for them is really lacking, and Dire are aware. They're going to group up and smoke together. They don't have Malik at the moment. Raise.
The Bounty.
Get a glimpse of Sweet and Strong, but everyone else is playing behind him. Tiro Jr. looking to jump. Instant use of the Stampede. Gets him out of harm's way.
On TB.
They're trying to do all or nothing over the Terrorblade. Is he going to have an opportunity to find the Sunder? No, the damage is there. They're good for him. And that'll result in a massive team fight victory. An attempt at the TP out from Erase. He's going to get it and the kill as well into Sweet and Strong.
That was really big, actually. The Bounty Hunter did the best thing he could, which is just be the distraction. They went on him, committed some spells, X-Mark Torrent, and most importantly, they revealed their location. Whereas everyone else on the side of One Win just stayed hidden until they saw the TB. The moment they saw him, their eyes went red and just beeline towards him. And finally we saw the combo, right? The global silence with the primal roar and lifesteal infest bomb. This is the theory of how the draft should work, to just burst the carry. We'll see what they can do to address this on the side of L1ga. Obviously, they need some way to keep him alive. Force Staff's gonna be useful. Get yourself that Lotus Orb over on the Centaur. He has that completed. That's a good start, but with the reverberating facets, you're still silenced for a little while, even if you dispel with Lotus.
No, it's just unfair.
Stupid facet. It's so dumb.
It's really annoying, actually, yeah.
It's like, sick, bro. How do we cancel? How do we counter silencer? Just go purges, go dispels.
Just have a Lotus.
What a facet!
A Lotus and a disperser. You just, you know, put the double dispel on yourself.
Direward mid is pretty solid. He's giving them C3 heroes, but
yeah,
nothing they're going to be able to do about it.
But I think after last fight, they kind of learned their lesson. They don't really want to prioritize the Bounty Hunter too much. It's a pretty unimportant hero, all things considered. They need to go on a bigger target. Pango broke. He's gonna roll
Rolling
in.
Thunder.
Onto a good target.
It's gonna be the Ringmaster. They try and use the Stampede, but Emeraldus is held into place. Very nicely done, Chiro Jr. We can see often that Stampede can be quite frustrating for any Rolling Thunder, but with usage like that, he's going to make sure there was no problem.
He has the Thunderbolt facet, and he did a good job just pinballing back and forth onto him, so no real counterplay. We have, again, the same thing with the Tormentor and the Roche being taken by either team. You're getting the worst end of the deal if you get the Tormentor. It's not terrible, but Aegis is of course the fight-winning item you want to have in your hands.
Again, it's going to be given over to the Beastmaster.
Yeah, I think it's
Triple
fair
S
choice.
is... Yeah, he's mega farmed.
He's got big farm and he's got big dreams as well. Going for the Shivas next. I like that. Get the auras going to counter out the Terrorblade. Get some survivability against him. It does not affect the Sunder HP heal, but it's not about that. It's just about having enough armor and aura attack speed slow against the illusions to not die too quickly. We have a real competitive game on our hands. This is what we kind of wished that game 1 was. I've still got the Basher now as well, so he's getting better and better at standing toe to toe with people.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Does this matchup not get more difficult as the game goes on, though, for the Lifestealer? Is there any... We were speaking kind of about spikes earlier for individual matchups. How does this one look for him?
It does get more difficult, I would say, overall. He's already queuing up the MKB because he knows the moment TB adds a butterfly, it's very rough. TB, though, opted for an Eye of Skadi next, which I think is the correct choice as well. Get some extra stats so he doesn't get bursted, because butterfly would not be useful when you get jumped by the Primal Roar. But yeah, the later the game goes, I would favor Dire a bit more and more as the game progresses towards late game. Not by a huge margin, but just a little bit. I think TB thrives more going late game. X mark and D warding.
It's not even going to die. I thought it was going to die.
Yeah, he got Lotus Glimmer and Lotus off the track, I think, even from the centaur, making sure he stays fine.
How's Array's doing? What's did he buy the shard? No, where's his gold?
Array's...
Oh, BKB. I didn't notice the
Yeah.
BKB.
Yeah, you got the full BKB, you got the Aghanim Scepter, Blade Mail, and looks like a Salt Crest. Want to get those auras going. Mid. They're actually thinking about a jump, but gotta be careful when you fight into Aegis. These Roche takes have really slowed down Liga's gameplay. If we compare game 1, where they non-stop were just in control, very dominant fashion, here, the first Roche was sort of a slip-up, letting the enemy get it. The second one is, you know, continuing the pattern where they're just not able to go for moves.
They've not really been able to play too aggressively here as Liga. Doing very good job to be able to stabilize this game, and the net worth, it's gone back and forth. In fact, one win of, they're the ones actually with the lead currently.
Yeah, they're in a pretty good spot. A lot thanks to the Aegis being able to give them confidence to get out on the map. And Liga also has this big teamfight draft, but haven't been able to force a lot of team fighting. So the sort of split up mentality of having a Beastmaster and Bounty Hunter, etc. working pretty well for him right now. I mean, obviously, the Bounty Hunter still would love to see some track gold ever, because all he has is a Eul Scepter and a Plate Mill, but one day he'll have this Lotus. He's pretty close. 270 gold.
Get him there. Slowing this game down. Farming up. They may run into Violent pretty shortly. Sweet and Strong. Along with the Pango coming through the portal, they have a read of Violent farming pattern with the Observer Ward that they've placed towards the north, but they will not get him. Level 20. Going for the BKB actually is the TB.
That is pretty disciplined. In this game, I mean, all I can see is that he's buying the BKB for, well, partly the Radiance applying onto him, but also the Pangolier, right? It's the main the main reason you would want it is to not get bounced around by Pango over and over. You can click the BKB in between. But a lot of times we would not see TBs go for this, but instead go for like Butterfly or something.
And another thing, the support levels is incredibly low on Liga actually. Level 12 for Emeralis, 11 for Respect. It was Radiant 15 and 16.
Yeah, they've been missing the Wisdom Runes multiple times. They
jump in with the Roar. Is able to get the BKB before the Roar. But no rock to protect him, unfortunately. Once again, with the Global Sun to raise, he's still alive. Okay, they're going to be able to bring him down. Gem dropped on the deck, and Emeralis is up.
Yeah, they noticed. Lifesteer touched it,
They
but
got
he doesn't have a spot.
They're going to be able to find another. Chiro Jr. force used the Rolling Thunder to be able to prevent that Stampede disengage. And one win. All right, this is back-to-back skirmishes now.
Yeah, still pinging out the gem. The courier's on the way to save it. You know, Lifesteer tried to pick the gem, but he has a Quelling Blade in his inventory. I don't think he realized they didn't get the gem. Because he picked it. He literally went back for the gem, picked it up, but it only moves it, of course, as you didn't have space in your inventory. And now Kunkka with the courier saves the gem. So that's at least a consolation. Get back a very important piece in keeping vision on a map. TB has his BKB. I think they want to just go right now. Liga getting tired of just sitting around doing nothing. Illusions push out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
All the while, the game is kind of continuing to be centered around the Roche play. 1 minute until the respawn. I think Liga are trying to time their next smoke up for it. They smoke it now. Roche could spawn in a minute, so if they get any pickoffs now, it would be a good time to set up for it.
Well, Rainbow Tip is in. Triple S. Agshot Bounty Hunter, so he's under the cover of the invis. He's looking for the solo kill to the Terrorblade. Is the stats enough to keep him alive? Not Violence Fine. Pops a BKB with the bashes. Almost enough to bring him down. Finds Sweet and Strong as a Sunder target. And now One Win wants the call. They're going to be able to escape, but Monkushi will not. Caught out with the X. Dragged back to his demise. It was an all or nothing play. They did use both buybacks on supports and really got nothing out of them.
Yeah, the buybacks didn't really get the bigger fight that they wanted, but still really nice from TB. We can see the value in the fact they went for BKB and Skadi, the survivability of him. Hard to burst him and bring him down. Got himself to safety, sundered up the bounty, turned the fight around. At the same time, Radiant, don't feel too bad about this. Double buyback is pretty costly price. Look at Violent, though. We know he's a carry who wastes no time. 40 seconds on Lifestealer? I guess meta is timing out, so he doesn't really want to crack high ground.
I'm a bit concerned about how close he got to dying again. I feel like if it looks a little bit different where they all commit, I don't know if the Pango and the Lifesteal were on him instantly, and no, I think if they were, he dies with like 3,700 health.
Yeah, they were not on him instantly. The Pango Infest jump was onto the Ringmaster. Lifesteer jumped out and Ringmaster basically disappeared immediately, but if those efforts were concentrated on the TV, he would probably have gone down very quickly. Obviously you can silence the Ringmaster still, he doesn't have a way to dispel himself.
For Liga, we got to see something different here, like Silencer's got to go. This is something we were questioning, like the Beastmaster Silencer combo, and we are actually now seeing the strength. When the game looks even, and you are able to get the Raw into Global Silence, it is really threatening inside these fights.
Yeah, definitely. I was just about to suggest it. Click on Centaur and you will see the Aghanim Centaur is queued up. I actually think that's the 5-head counter. You Lotus yourself to get the reverberating silence, wait out the second silence, which is very short, and then pick up the TB, rendering him immune. He cannot be damaged when he's picked up in the cart. If they get to that stage, it's
going to smoke aggressively into Liga's location, but the Shiva's going to give them all the vision. Chirichurun with the Rolling Thunder as well, and the Pango just one hits the Ringmaster. Stampede will help them reset. How do you take the team fight if you're L1ga? You are deep inside Radiant's territory. Both supports are gone without remorse.
Of course,
The only way you get out is either in a body bag or if you're going to be able to live to tell the tale. It's a lot of damage on the Beastmaster. They're going to be able to drop the boat as well. So Vile with the run buff, it's looking okay. They need to get the Beast. If they got the vision, it looks like they do.
The random sentry from before. They're looking for more. They don't even want to get out. And now turning and trying to run, but they know they can chase them.
Violet needs to do his job to be able to protect his heroes to be able to escape. It'll help Malik get back to the low ground. Meta is about to expire though.
Yeah, Meta is running out. They can dispel the TB. Ooh, Malik with TP out. X marking him back in. Still has BKB. Can he get it off?
Sunder? He's got Sunder as well, but the Abyssal meant it off, forced off over the top. They're going to be able to find it. Violet, last second, Sunder now tries to deal with the support. Stampede to help him. Chira Jr. He's going to be in some danger. This is the gem they might give over, and importantly, the supports are respawning as well from Dairu. No mana for Rage.
Oh, he got taken.
Lacking the mana on Munkushi to the rescue. Chira Jr. No way is it enough. It's not. It is not enough to keep his carry alive, and Chira Jr. He'll use the last duration of it to roll up and get away.
Man, I'm getting chills actually watching Violent play in this series. He's playing so clutch. That 4-step forward, Sunders one of the supports, kills him immediately, kills the other support with Orchid. He is playing out of his mind in this series. His TB is just a thing of... It's a thing of beauty. It's really nice to watch.
Yeah. Monster, absolute monster. 11-1-4 is Violent. No buyback from Munkushi as well. This is going to be a full set of barracks. You go top? They're thinking about it.
Yep. Got the meta ready. Can pop in and start laying into these buildings. Stomp on
They're
two.
looking for the kills instead. What a stomp! Malik! Oh, yes, sir! What a jump in. Malik gets both. Swedish strong. They're crumbling. This game was close. One fight goes poorly for them. Now a second one inside their base. Their tier 4s. It's taken damage till 10 seconds without the lifesteal with the roar. That's an ambitious roar.
He's pulled back. It's fine. Ooh. Going back in for more.
And then they go Chira Jr. Global silence as well. They should lose a raise. So the Conquer's got to go down. Are they also going to be able to escape on some of the other members as well? No Stampede from Malik. Abyssal Blade will stop Amorales. Oh, Malik's actually looking for the TP out. Are they going to be able to get in range? No.
Ooh, Sweden Strong doesn't get the Yule Scepter on the Warlock as well. He had the Yules ready on Bounty, but he left the Warlock a little bit too long, trying to go over and help the team fights. So doesn't get that bonus kill. 3 buybacks on the side of Radiant. They are going to go straight for Roshan, and doesn't look like they have any way to defend it with Kunkka being dead no buy. So they're going to get the 3rd Rosh in the game. What a back and forth game this is, man.
That's crazy. About to get Aegis, Shard, Cheese and Banner. Fresher Shard will be given over to Triple S. We got Aegis this time onto Munkushi.
The Refresher Shard is actually massive. The double roar might be exactly what you need to be able to bring down this terrible age. You just gotta be careful. The Lotus Orbs have been on point for Malik. Malik also found a beautiful 2-hero stun earlier. I think he's had very good impact with the Lotus pickup. Really paying attention to get it out last second onto a TB.
TB who is going for the Swift Blink, it looks like, from Violent. Okay, very interesting. So wanting to be the person to actually initiate the fights instead of... It's really been one win for a majority of this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty natural replacement for the boots when you get to this stage of the game. And suddenly having a TB on top of you with Bloodthorn just laying into you can be terrifying. And Centaur, yeah, I love it, man. He has the Aghanim Scepter. If they commit all in for TB next fight, I think Centaur can counter it entirely.
Chira Jr. He's got the high ground ward if the smoke pops.
It's low.
Quick fingers. Inside the base. Triple S with the BKB used. Rolling Thunder into the middle as well. A raise. A possibility here, but the Crimson Guard's going to be able to protect him with the BKB. They're going to try and dip over to the right side. Viable, activate the middle, look at the turn. Munkushi's in some danger, but of course it is the Ages. They'll deal with the first light pretty quickly and also get out on the centaur, but they've lost both the supports once again. It's going to be up to Munkushi. His opposite carry, Violent, has been able to carry Liga. Munkushi needs to do the same for one win inside this team fight, but he's unable to man fight. Ducks into the infest. Shiro Jr. cheesed up. Violent against the world. It's been that way through the entirety of this game, but this time it will be a different story. 5-man wipe and 1 win. The pendulum will swing once again back into their favor.
Man, so much goes back to Cher Jr. just crashing in and removing the 2 supports. They died so fast in that fight, and without the supports, it's very tough to keep people alive, to have the impact you want. They didn't even get to drop the Wheel of Wonder in that fight. And of course, no saves with the box either. The fight is almost too chaotic to see everything that's going on, but did a good job of poking multiple targets at once while the Pango took care of the backline.
Go, Corio.
Trying to keep Creep Wave away from reaching the base. We can see the couriers ferrying out, but there's already Creep Wave in your base. The attempts are very noble here. The TB is trying to micro it. It's not easy. The moment you glyph, the creeps turn, so... yeah, courier's dying. 10 seconds on the Kunkka, 15 on the Centaur. Is there a world where they can delay this? They do have
double
glyphs
glyph
still, yeah.
Yeah.
And the melee Rex will reset the glyph
please
anyway.
Glyph, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Very good. So the Rex is gonna drop, but that's really not that important at this stage of the game. It does even out the situation a little bit. I think they're just happy to be in the game still, Liga. That was a very scary moment. Of course, on the back of such a big fight, they have tons of gold. 9,000 gold on Beastmaster.
Damn.
Yeah, he just bought out for a full refresher. We have Wind Waker on the bounty as well as a Lotus Orb, so he's ready to do some dispelling and saving. Refresher on the silencer for that double ulti as well. That is a tricky one to deal with.
I don't know, dude. I feel like the fights... how do you actually win the fights for Liga? Because it feel like the only way you've won fights is if Violent 1v5s, rampages, and get ultra kills. And I think you're asking so much out of him this game. Yeah,
you definitely are. It does come down to disabling something and killing it, right? Ultimately, Malik has some very important buttons to click. You know, he needs to get that stomp onto target so that Violent can actually kill them. Last time that he jumped in, tried to catch, he didn't really get the stomp out immediately. But yeah, their team fight is at this stage way more complicated due to the refresher on Silencer. 2 ultis is very tough to deal with. Going for a smoke. Gonna try and fight outside base. 16,000 disadvantage now. Not an easy fight to take. Radiant, meanwhile, just taking the high ground, capturing their outposts, and sticking close together. As long as they're close together, I think they're completely fine.
Buybacks are a big thing that's lacking at the moment. Radiant cooldowns for them, Lifesteal Beast available. Dire is just gold at the moment, so...
yeah, TB is gonna get it from the Ancients right now. He does want to buy the Swift Blink, but obviously then he wouldn't have buyback, so has to stay patient on his purchase. Not much to do on the map right now. There's a Tormentor bottom, but it's always scary to go for Tormentor, because if you don't see where the enemy are, you take Torm, that signals the enemy that, okay, you're in the bottom right corner, and they might just wrap around on you. It's not worth the risk reward for going for that.
Got defensive, they're playing though on 1 win. I've not left this area for a good minute, maybe even 2.
Yeah, they're waiting buybacks. They want to have their buybacks available on the Pango, on the Bounty Hunter. And Silencer's buyback is also coming off cooldown. So with all buybacks coming off just in 20 seconds, I think we're going to see them move out again. They know the game could end in one single fight. Silencer has been invised by his bounty, going in for some deep wards. As the ward sees the Kunkka. Be a target for him to go in with. This bounty shard is pretty funny. They can sneak multiple heroes in. And right now, no gem on Dire.
Smoked up. Arcane rune.
The Infest is here.
He's going to pick this up before the fight. They're going to try and jump, get rid of the support.
Perfect jump.
Now with the Rolling Thunder wants to try and control the Terrorblade, giving ample time for Lifesteal to feast over to Malik's health pool, who does not have buyback.
The moment they see the Ringmaster, it's just go time. It's such a good target. Amaral is getting a little bit too far forward there. Tough for them as they hadn't seen anyone in a long time. Just a bunch of lurky Invis heroes sneaking around. Rush could spawn in 15 seconds. One win. They're not going to risk pushing high ground, I think, even with the Centaur dead. Looks like they want to play towards Aegis.
Okay. Amp damage.
Travel's level 2 complete on the Beastmaster, so he can always join. That means he can hop in on the Bounty Hunter if he's scouting somewhere.
And how bad have the neutrals been for raided? Chiro Jr. still has the Brigand's Blade. Like, till the end hasn't chosen his tier 4 yet. He's been holding his for ages. Iron Talon still for the bounty. I mean, this Beast one must be crazy with the Signet, because he got it at tier 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, the Brigand's Blade is pretty crazy. It is not that strong. 3 more damage per 7% HP the enemy is missing is really not much in the grand scheme of things. I guess he just got really unlucky with his rolls. And yeah, Iron Talon is also wild.
Spoke up and walk it down. Violent bored out, doesn't have the gold for buyback, is pretty close, but still it's not enough.
Yeah, 300 gold. He can let Illusions push a creep wave and he's pretty close to it. Roche is spawned. The wraparound is in time.
Oh, Till the End's massive. Till the End is massive.
Can they get
Great
him?
positioning. Did they read this? Did they somehow know?
I don't think they saw them. But he is whipping around. He knows enough time has passed. He's like, this is not the safe part. Centaur whips. Until the end, he's being escorted. It's like, get him to safety, Mr. President. He has the big veto button for enemy spells.
They clumped up. Triple S, there we go. Jump in. Oh my, there's just so much damage. Amped up Chiro Jr. is tearing them apart. And look at Violent. He can't enter the team fight. He's waiting for an opportunity for the Rolling Thunder to end. It's a big rock. Fatal Bonds. But the thing is that Rated, they're playing with refreshers. You use one round of the ultimates, you've got a second one ready to go, and they're just kiting Violent.
He's
This
stuck.
Terrorblade cannot lock into anyone. There's been no hope. Multiple fights back to back. We've just seen Violent running around like a headless chook, but you just haven't had the team to enable him. Finally, you'll get rid of the Pango. But this meta has been not vital enough, not impactful enough. The race is going to be caught up on the high ground, and they are losing everyone. These fights, they look impossible.
That was a dieback on Kunkka, just now 120 seconds. His entire team dead. The supports will have time to respawn before the push, but without your mid, without your offlaner, this is looking rough right now. They could even go for Roche if they really want to play it ultra safe on side of Radiant. It looks like that will be the preferred option. They're respecting the TB enough. They're like, okay, look at that, Aegis. We'll see you soon. Kunkka is still going to be dead by the time they push high ground, so it's a decision to try and get the extra life first.
And how frustrating of a game it must be for Violent.
They could travel and chase after TB here. They're on him with the bounty. There it is.
Okay,
The travels comes in. He's waiting. He's waiting. He doesn't want to roar immediately. It's not a kill if he does it. Stampede to save him.
Oh, bro, this is so awkward. Oh, walking into TP out. Nice try, but there's always a BKB in. They're going to make sure they don't give him a sunder target. That will also help if you're going to global silence. Instant buyback. Why not put it on cooldown?
Dude, SSS with the real 5D chest there. TP's in and then just runs away immediately. He knew. Just needs to keep the TP in place long enough. Quadruple bounty rune as well as a hefty amount of gold at this stage.
Kushi? Meadows is available.
Does have the Aegis.
Triple S is going to try and deal with the Ringmaster, but the Glimmer Cape did come out. TP up in the cart, beating it to Makushi. First life dealt with. Importantly, Global Silence is not available for another 35 seconds, nor Roar as well. This is that one opportunity you have. You're not going to get another better one. You have to capitalize if you're Leaker. If you want to get this victory, you need to do it now. But
TP's getting kited.
Violent is nowhere to be seen. He's all the way to the west. But Chira Jr., along with Munkushi, they'll blow up Melik. Now with the U-turn, Chira Jr. chain control. Rory's back alive. Down goes TP. And this game is done for one win. Weather the storm, equaled it out, and send us to a decider.
That is some tenacity right there. Proven by one win. They worked so hard to stay in this game. For a moment there, it looked like L1ga were just gonna completely run away with it, but they somehow managed to find the dream fights and drag it out until, I think the big
vast majority of the games for L1ga, and the reason why they've been able to win is off the back of the supports, and it has been the Ringmaster and the Wind Ranger, which they got once again here for them.
One thing to the credit of the Magnus pick as well is that skewering back people can be a great way to stop the Ringmaster from saving someone. You pull them out of his range, out of the saving capabilities of the Ringmaster. So it does have some merit. Let's see if it's going to work out or not. Grouping up on the high ground for a late smoke. Similarly, we have all of the one win grouping towards mid for a smoke. Well, I say all of them. It's both teams just minus their carry. Smoking at 40 and 39 respectively. Almost scripted. And they both do the same thing as well with the mid player going and putting their ward mid.
And then run in the opposite direction.
Chair Jr. not gonna break against the storm. Finally the smoke breaks. AA and Ringmaster run into each other.
The battle begins.
No fights. No, 3 of them with the bounties, alright? GG.
Yeah. Munkushi manages to steal one. Walks up confidently and gets the top rune. The rune that they probably shouldn't have gotten. Till the end. Ready to lay in some auto attacks. Already has a sentry down from before, so gets the D ward on the small camp. And he's fighting from the tower. Always feels good to sit in the tower and trade since you have bonus 3 armor. It's really what the AA players typically do.
It's going to feel quite nice versus the Bristle. The right clicks from Emeraldus as well.
Yeah. Sitting back and having a good time. CS-wise, we'll see how it's going to shape out on the top lane. Mid lane, the Storm and Pango both able to secure their farm quite easily. Hard to get a deny for any of them. Is Storm going to get the perfect 2 creep waves? He does. 8 out of 8 last hits on the first 2 creep waves.
Okay, not bad. Minor thing, Triple S TP back to the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, forcing him to use his TP. Might not be that impactful if he ends up buying it later, but not getting forced until he has TP ready, rather. I was getting some auto attacks in on Respect's Ringmaster. But yeah, continuous harassment trading on the top lane. The AA primarily focusing onto the Wind Ranger. Knows that Bristleback isn't that easy for him to harass. And now he gets his small camp spawn.
Which small camp, sorry?
Yeah, he got small camp spawn on top, so AA gonna be happy. He blocked the enemy spawn, got his own.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Morale is off the mark as well. Yeah, sorry, you were saying Herase is...
Yeah, I was just gonna... Yeah, like you said, he's continuing to just see us, so...
He's getting real farmed, yeah. He's only missed a few CS so far. Angle also doing quite well for himself, though, sitting at 13 and 1. Just 2 CS behind.
Yep, not bad from Chiro Jr. See what the item build's going to be from him this game. Seems like we got some kind of passive looking lanes. A little bit boring.
Well, it's harassment trading back and forth. Hard for him to full commit into each other yet, but continuous angling and looking for the advantage. The AA and Windrunner just trading HP and trading HP region, really. Salve on the AA, he wants to pop that soon. Gonna try and get his HP back up. The real time that action is gonna erupt is mostly when we're gonna see that power rune spawning. 530 rotation, perhaps, from L1ga. Ooh, Respect has walked out pretty far. The ice shards can block him. But TB's there.
Violent does it. Yeah. Gets rid of one of the boars, which was a lot of damage onto Respect. Early escape act as well. We've been seeing this kind of level 8 sometimes.
Yeah, doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great to take the escape act, but winning the fight and forcing TB or Beastmaster to TP all the way to base, that's a big win. He does not, or he does have boots now. He got enough gold.
Easy. Mid lane, Chiro Jr.
Yeah.
Water and yoinked.
Blood grenading and looking for the power shots. Cheeky Amoral is not going to be able to get the kill. Still gets the water rune in the end, so it's actually going to be Storm who doesn't get a refill.
Unlucky, bro.
Yeah. Low on resources. Now on top lane, they're thinking about Bristleback. Can they really bring him down though? It's a lot of minus armor already. -9. Magnus. Get him pretty low.
What is... Oh, Malik?
Oh, stuck around.
Alright, they're going to be able to get him this time. Yeah, stuck around. And... Kurushi. Very nice.
I mean, he was very low HP and mana, so having to run to base would feel awful.
What's going on mid? Nice tame.
Yeah, did a nice kill for Storm. All those kills matter quite a bit on Storm, getting any form of galvanized charges early on. Boost up your mana regen. Carry that with you as long as you don't die. And TB has been left completely to his own devices right now. Beastmaster is more jungle, and TB is just in full control of bottom lane. And you know how I feel about that. Like, seeing Violent get free farm like this, we know what he can do with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
6-minute
It's a
power
scary
rune.
person.
Double radiant control on the runes. It's going to be Arcane Rune picked up by Ringmaster. Sweden Strong sees him, could set up for Chiro Jr. to join. He does not have any hops. Only a little illusion summon. Hey Roche. Oh, Roshi is defending him.
Oh, this is awkward. Oh,
And then he
got-
bashed
they got
him. The extra bonus damage with the smash.
Another TPR.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah. TB is just forcing people away. Like, back to base you go.
Like, nice meta, bro. Here's a tip for it.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, we walking for wisdom, are we? They're gonna scan Violent. Do they bring some extra heroes?
Wonder. They're gonna bring in the Pango right now. Island.
Level
does
up the
have
Sunder. It's a pretty rough location, though. Right against the wall. Chiro Jr. A lot of opportunity. He's got a big wand as well. He's going to be able to get it off. Is the nuke there afterwards? I'll try with the snowball to dodge the Sunder escape act.
Aw.
But the axes will nuke him down. And now on the bridge, the shards placement, they're going to be good for 2. And Violent really forcing the issue in a game where you cannot be making mistakes.
Under attack.
Yeah, so costly when you had completely free farm as well. Nice try coming out from Sweden strong. He tried to get pushed to the low ground, but not quite enough. That was with the 200 HP heal from the tonic of Ringmaster as well. So it was not, you know, even with extra help, it was not enough.
Radiant are scanning.
Alec is farming up a stack, but he's no resources and he's deep in enemy territory. What? Okay.
The Centaur getting involved. Conqueror gets the War Stomp in there. But yeah, he's in no man's land on Bristleback. Usually when you have your Vanguard, you don't want to be a possible kill even on Bristle.
Chiro?
Big damage actually.
Chiro? Wow.
Bringing him
Snowball
in.
just before the tame again. Really bit far, but the swashbuckle is back up.
Oh, Erase.
Raze is trying to make full use of the haste rune. Chiro's going to be able to line up a couple of heroes. Knocks up one. Second one is a win run to help reposition. Monkush is here, apparently.
Did a good job kiting out the Pango roll. All 5 kind of moving towards mid over on the side of one win. Meanwhile, TB is back to free farming, of course. And that was a big cooldown expended, so I think nice win for L1ga there. Kind of kiting. Ringmaster did a good job staying close to the edge, getting bopped to the high ground.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So what do we got? What are we looking at next here? Power Rune is a potential opportunity for a little brawl. Triple S is love and life though. Massive stacks for him farming.
He's getting towards that, you know, the Aghanim Scepter. All you want to do, just keep farming up. But overall, the ones who are pulling ahead is really just the 2 carries. Despite the death on TB, he's still farming up a Storm. Only 200 gold behind this Magnus, who of course hasn't died yet.
Scanning. Dire's
Cheeky
top
TB
tower
just
is under
rushes up and starts farming the enemy triangle. This is some shameless behavior. Last time you got, you know,
Top
the
lane. RPUs into the Ice Blast. Level 6 is up early here, especially for till the end. And Malik's game is... He's struggling. 3 deaths.
yeah. I wonder how much impact it's had already. The fact that he did go for the unusual facet on AA. He went for a Bone Chill to take away enemy strength, which helps you a bit get those kills. So extra kill potential against the Bristleback. Quite impactful.
Dire are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Chiro, they're coming for you. Oh. Nice. Dude, snowballs again have been pretty on point here for Sweden Strong. Shard's got to escape any crazy stuff for the escape act. He's going to be knocked on the other side.
Dire's bottom tower
Is anyone going to die? No one's going to die. Okay.
Everyone's completely fine at the end of the day. The Storm with the shield rune, not really a viable kill. Now, with the roll on cooldown, TB wasting no time. Coming in towards mid. Does not have meta anymore though.
Snowball in, sweet and strong.
Tried to save the Pango, but ultimately Pango was completely fine. Very back and forth, these little skirmishes. Back kind of laying into the top tower. You see Magnus dropping low, but it's just, you know, pushing his limits to the jungle.
Yeah, man's just farming.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He does have a salve coming out. He doesn't want to back. Gonna stay on the field, just keep farming.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So top tower is open up already. Mid tower is gone already. Bottom tower gone. This is what L1ga do so well. Very, very quickly take full control of the map. So now they're playing in the enemy side of the map, taking away space,
Radiant's bottom
setting up control on the runes as well by doing so. AA might get picked here if he shows himself.
And he will. Quick and easy kill for them. Gets a galvanized stack for a raise. Malik is also running down Munkushu. Doesn't have the greatest health pool. Thinking about getting out of the RP, but a defensive one that doesn't keep him alive, but maybe sets up for a fight under the T2 tower. Escape out borrows a moment of space here for Malik. Violent as well is pretty deep, but they've got the numbers advantage and apparently nothing to fear from L1ga. Rolling Thunder will get Chira Jr. away, but sweet and strong doesn't have the same ability.
Just stopping the Beastmaster as well, diving under a tier 2 tower. Look at Violent saying, I can tank it, running in.
This is a bit scary for Raiden. They needed a bigger
it's
ice
too
blast.
much.
Apparently, with a pass through, they're still gonna get the very cool from till the end. He held it, walked up closer. The pass fire was actually there. It didn't matter, but I've not seen that before.
Some crazy dive. I do not know how L1ga won the initial fight without using Metamorphosis. They didn't have it available, but you know, when you start by taking out the AA, a lot of the kill threat is gone from Dire. Kind of toppled them one by one. Ultimately though, overstaying and losing the Terrorblade towards the end does cost them quite a bit. Harun Gasp on bottom. It's gonna be illusion on a Tusk, not really something important. Storm just farming away. Looks like Kaya Sanch is gonna be the full completion. Sometimes we see Kaya into, you know, Witchblade or some other item, second item, but he wants to go for a full thing.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Pango, of course, has his Diffusal Blade. We already saw the damage there onto the Ringmaster. Half his HP by one button.
Playing melee. Opportunity here with the Ice Blast. Little bit concerned though if some potential other heroes are starting to come over. Respect along with Amaralis, both the supports were in the neighborhood if required.
scanning.
He missed the Swashbuckle as well, so kind of hard to follow through on the kill. They're gonna go through the gate. They know Tormentor is up. Malik stuck around, taking the Lotus. Might get burned a bit by Cheer Jr. Gets through in time. Gotta go and take it.
Dire are scanning.
They don't have TV with them, so you have to be a bit cautious. ulti, of course, always something worrisome. May have seen it though, it's on cooldown. I think he used it earlier in Vision.
Okay, Amaralis, not a bad one. Violet? Well, you'll get the oh, we got it off. Is it going to matter in the end though? They'll hold the Ice Blast afterwards with the Sunder, escape act along with the ultimate, the L1ga. Still Terrorblade goes down, but it's bought a little bit of time for some people to TP over, but it's not everyone. They're coming in one by one. Amaralis is nowhere to be seen. Erase as well didn't have the teleport.
Yeah, Violent with a bit of an uncharacteristic staying in a bad position there while his team was doing Tormentor. Obviously, all of One Win knew that he was pretty lonely. And that's going to be a big loss for them as Roche quickly falls to these heroes. Storm, can he think about something here? He's got the regen rune too, he's got to try and time it. But it's too late.
Oh, it's a slow zip.
He does
might
get the grab,
actually
though.
get the... Oh, it's looking a bit weird now. It doesn't have a lot of mana. It's not coming back too quickly.
TB's
Triple
here,
S,
though.
alright, they lost the Aegis. Is he dead again after?
Oh, yeah.
Is this... that actually it worked? Okay.
I mean, the regen rune definitely helping him a lot, coming back in, and Violent got back in time there to bring him down. So, sure, they got the Roche, but immediately losing the Aegis and dying afterwards. Very, very even game still. 6-11 is the kill score, but there's a few things going for Liga here to make up for the fact that they're behind in kills. Looking at Storm, for instance, who hasn't died a single time, 11 galvanized charges already. His mana regen is passively sitting at 15.7. Pretty high for this stage of the game.
Yeah, not bad.
Or very high, rather.
I like what I'm seeing though, L1ga. This is an even game here we got for our final game of the night, the Game 3 decider.
Yeah, it's brewing. It's brewing. I hope we're going to get some exciting mid-game team fights again, like the previous one. Both teams are staying active though. No one wants to just sit back and farm. Both of them angling for any advantage they can get. We don't have a Blink Dagger yet on either Magnus or Beast though, so a little bit hard for him to activate. Mid lane. Gonna try and force out the Pango roll. Successful in doing so. Storm with a Dieter might think about chasing this.
Do it.
It's a bit too much. If he had vision, if there was like a ward behind the enemy tier 2 tower, you bet he would go for it.
What is some damage dealt at least? With the Rolling Thunder now.
Yeah, I mean,
not available.
Pango roll on cooldown is a big moment for them to go. They have 20 seconds on TB meta, so could just try and go push tower with it. At the same time though, Violent having died 3 times, he might be saying, guys, I just want farm. I want to get my Manta, I want to get my Hurricane Pike. He doesn't like the fact that he has, you know, been brought down a few times already. At least it prevents any aggressive move coming out from one win. The fact that Pango roll is on cooldown.
Radiant are scanning.
Beastmaster is 600 gold away from his Blink Dagger. That will allow him to act as a secondary initiator for the AA ultis.
And he got the Searing Signet once again.
Yeah.
So a little bit more burst. Magic damage for the beast. Both sides are smoking to top. Anticipating something to be going on in this area.
And the reveal.
Radiant's
Husk
middle
knows, but Wind also knows that he knows. That's just running away. Meanwhile, Magnus hitting Ancients, farming away. Going for the full Manta style, so really valuing getting some Dispel here. Makes a lot of sense against the TB, Bristleback. There's going to be Witchblade over on the Storm. A lot of things to dispel this game.
Yep. Slowing this one down a little bit though.
It started out very hectic, but now it's a bit more controlled. For the side of one win, I think it's just controlled until they get those timings though. Link is now complete on Beastmaster.
is under attack.
Does look like the Magnus committed for Harpoon instead of the Manta. So a little bit more aggressive choice.
I accept this offering.
With the,
What do we make of this? Why do you feel like he went back for the harpoon?
I think it's great for reaching the supports, right? You want to grab a hold of that Ringmaster, try and catch him. Speaking of catch, Tusk has been running around a bit on his own, trying to scout, find somebody. Ooh, the ward saw TB.
They're gonna get violent.
4 heroes onto him.
And everything. Okay.
They did hold the RP at least, so they didn't overlap stuns.
And he might need it now, Mag. Gets the up hit, but where's the follow-up?
Oh, the pen.
Oh, okay, it's massive. The follow-up is there and it's huge.
3-man RP into a swashbuckle and shield crash. Just absolutely melting people. I don't think they were ready for that. They were like, oh, they used everything, we can chase, but no, there was some good patience by Munkushi. Massive fight win for 1 win. That almost puts him all the way towards a blink dagger on top of that harpoon. That was the exact same spot, by the way, that the TB died last time. He died again, and again they TP'd in after the fact that he already went down. Not in time to save him. I think they would do well to try and keep the Ringmaster perhaps sometimes close to their carry. Just follow him around and, you know, try and counter gank. But these TP reactions are just too slow. No matter if you click it immediately, you can't be there in time.
Need something a little better here for the boys on Liga. 3,000 deficit, and it is slowly starting to go further and further into 1win's favor.
Yeah, Liga at least have some rune control. They get a shield rune over on Storm. With the completed Witchblade and Kaya-san, she is fairly strong. At least until those BKBs come in. Storm will fall off a bit once the Beastmaster and Magnus both get that. Bottom lane going on
Another jump, this time under the bristle. Gonna do his best to protect himself with the Glimmer Cape, but it looks like he's okay.
Oh, the Ringmaster
Snowball in, but that sets up for the Wheel of Wonder. Jura still will have time to activate the Rolling Thunder. He's out, sweet and strong though. He will not live.
A nice try with the Ringmaster ulti into the Tame the Beast, but Pango got away. Quickly, of course, has the swashbuckle and just rolls out. They get a counter kill, and they say the Beastmaster, so... Or their Bristleback, sorry. Not the worst for them. Meanwhile, Munkushi finds some time to just lay into the top tier 1. Actually getting towers.
He's massive. He's so farmed.
Yeah, he's flying ahead, and that we're 3,000 gold ahead of the Terrorblade. That's almost 1 full item at this stage.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're smoking though on Liga, so still wanting to try and force the issue. They've got a pretty good Observer Ward. We'll give them a glimpse of Chira Jr. along with Munkushi. 3,100 health the Magnus has, though. It's not an easy kill, and it looks like they've got a read of something going on.
Back, looking for AA.
They'll get him. They did pop meta, though, because I saw the mag illusion, unfortunately, so we'll go on cooldown.
Something expanded. And quick reaction by 1win. They just saw, okay, AA is jumped, we're not even sticking around. They didn't think about it twice, they just said we're out. And gonna play to fight another day. We have, of course, just a few minutes until Roche is gonna be out for sure. Could already spawn any minute. And 24 minutes, so Tormentor is just about to get up again.
Amazing what you'll find laying around.
And the BKB is flying out for the Beastmaster at this moment.
Scary person to be getting net worth. We saw what Triple S was able to do previously.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, with the Mask of Madness on Magnus as well, he's ready to do some fast damage if he gets a big RP.
Might find it now, going all the way around. Amaryllis is in a pretty good position to pop the smoke, and they're gonna go for him, but maybe even thinking they can get Malik. Shards will block off the scares. They'll need the Ice Blast, which is just a bit too far away.
Back to side lane. Got the 1 pick off, and of course forcing reactions. Going through the Tormentor gates. Just a Storm and a TB, not quite enough to take down the Torm though. They don't have the Bristleback anywhere near. We see Beastmaster just controlling as well over on the Roche pit. Got the boar inside, keeping vision. They know how important the Aegis is. Playing against the Storm, you want to give that away. With the ward,
like this.
Magnus pulling up his
Really
team.
well done. Dude, it's so frustrating when you play games and your cores don't protect the wards.
Yeah,
Everyone comes over, make sure they get the kill.
that's so nice.
Rushes up.
Especially on the enemy ancient area. Controlling that, defending that ward is some of the most valuable stuff you can do. You can get multiple kills back to back on that.
Yeah.
Tower
I mean,
is
the kill-
being traded, meanwhile. He's not really falling, just more like TB farming in the area.
Close is he? So a little bit away for the Scotty is violent.
Yeah, he's just not really as farmed as we've seen in previous games, though. The 4 deaths in this game, they've really found the ganks, you know, getting in on him, finding him when he's alone, isolated from his team. Go get the Tormentor. It's Shard over on the Ringmaster.
Are scanning.
Maybe not the craziest game for the Ringmaster Shard. No massive thing to talk about, but it's always slightly useful, you know. Some vision, some random mischance.
Top tower is under attack.
It's never terrible, but this is not a great game for it.
Structures are fortified.
Well, the lead is it's stagnating for 1 win, and it's not growing at all. We'll see. Of course, they still have plenty of time with the Aegis, though.
Radiant's middle tower.
But they're looking for objectives. They are the ones with the Aegis. They're getting the tier 2, and meanwhile the Pango trying to stop anyone from farming as well. Alec is gonna run into him.
The Wisdom, we might have a bit of a fight. Chira Jr. pump fakes the Rolling Thunder, and that's going to cost him his life, but the looks of it, unless the barrier is enough. Double shield crash gets the ultimate out.
As they find, Storm committed all his mana for this, and he TP'd up here, so Storm is actually kind of stuck on an island right now. Not too much mana and no way home. Of course, he has a lot of regen, but not ready for a fight right now.
They did see it portaling through bottom. The line is drawn. Swinnerstrong instantly smoked and wanted to go, but meanwhile Makushi saw an opportunity just to get rid of respect in a single heartbeat. It did leave Beast alone down bottom though.
Yeah.
So Triple S, he got the memo of looking to go bot, but I guess he didn't hear the communication about the kill opportunity mid.
Yeah, the jump into the Vortex, Storm stunning him up, and of course Wind Ranger being there to help disable. We'll have the damage coming in from the TB. Now swinging back towards bottom. The Magnus just wants to fight anyone he can. He's feeling confident right now. I kind of want to see him land a big RP just for the massive stats from his 15 talent. Get that plus 12 to all stats per hero in the RP. You got 3 hero RP, that's 36 to all stats.
Easy. It's so satisfying, the blink harpoon.
Oh yeah. That's very easy to skewer people back with. And hard for heroes like Wind Ranger or Ringmaster to even get close. Very easy to be out of position.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Rune up top.
Arcane Rune activated for the Pango as he can't hold it anymore, but the Illusion Rune on Storm. Not a bad feeling, I guess, to have, but not too much crazy stuff to dispel in this game.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I don't... how concerned are we with this game for Liga? Like, does this game get any easier as it goes later?
I'm actually pretty concerned. Magnus has some good disable. Oh, he's looking for pickoffs. It's also just about activity, right? It's always 1win who are looking for these moves. It feels like sooner or later they're gonna keep getting these pickoffs. Liga are just not really looking for fights. For them, it's all about TB. He is about to get BKB, 200 gold. Skewer is already
They're
happening.
gonna make an attempt onto the Bristleback. Skewer back into the Ice Blast, escape act. But he is not making it out. The damage has been dealt 50 seconds, no bristle.
Radiant's middle tower.
Not even TPing yet on Terrorblade. He's like, nah, that's not a fight. He gets the top tier 2 tower. Tier 3 is dropping. 20 seconds on the Magnus. Age is gonna time out. Trying to take a fight with him. Kill shot. Brings him down. He's here, but no bristleback yet. 15 seconds without him.
Well, they got the initial stun. Is there going to be follow-up? There is! And now the pass by double RP. Munkushi TP over towards him, and Violent is gone. Back in is the Terrorblade, but that was instant to the RP from Munkushi.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice there. The Blink Dagger from the Pango. Getting onto the TB, get the stun quickly on him, and then sets up the RP. Actually, I think both of them landed at the same time. The Pango roll and the RP. They had the same reaction. Just got a little bit too close.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And honestly, they don't really need to force too much more here, but 40 seconds on TB. Very tempting to try and get one more lane. Storm does a buyback. I don't think it matters though. Even if they have cooldown on RP, they still have Beastmaster ulti.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
This game has suddenly just become completely impossible, it feels like, for Liga.
Yeah. I definitely had that feeling though for a while, right? We were seeing what was happening across the map and some of like the very small skirmishes that were going on, but now this game feels like how do you fight? Like, what is actually the play for Liga? And this is something we'll bring up in the draft, right? It just looks easier for one win.
Well, the big story is that TB had complete free farm, and then he proceeded to die like 3 times, 4 times even. The pickoffs happened on him, and a lot of this was him just pushing his limits a little bit too much. His team was going Tormentor. He simultaneously, you know, went into a pretty dangerous area, gets picked off. And OneWin just have been very active at stopping the momentum of that carry. Because TB normally would farm even faster than Magnus. If he has complete free farm and Magnus is free farm, TB out farms because you can farm multiple places in the same time. But this game, he just got completely stopped by these ganks. Already
now
refresher on Magnus.
And I think someone has Hex. Is this Pango Hex?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Pango Hex, okay.
Pango Hex, Nullifier on Beastmaster, Refresher on Magnus. They have like 1 premium item each on top of what Liga has, is what it feels like. And this, of course, Nullifier is really nasty. If you jump someone and nullifies them, Escape Act won't work. Force Staff, Glimmer Cape out the window.
Oh, RP, okay, sure.
Why not?
A lot of goo. They're gonna have to roar as well.
They do get the kill, cost them some resources, but it doesn't really matter. Gotta get that pick off, and they're not too concerned because overall Liga have not been able to find these aggressive moves or openings.
No, it's just unfair.
The Bristleback man, liability hero. 1-7 and 3. Malik has had so much more impact on different heroes, but Bristleback can work, and when it works it's nice, but I see this hero so often just be completely useless.
Radiant's top tower
Was-
is under attack.
Definitely an interesting decision to pick it when you know the A is something that they're thinking about. Like, you banned it last game, you changed the ban for a silencer, and then
Yeah. I mean, they were literally deliberating between either Science or AA, right? So they 100% knew. And there's also Beastmaster. I don't think Beast is a good hero to play Bristle into. Because the roar, it's very easy to roar and just run around. Oh,
the
violence.
Ice Boss.
He gets spotted.
It's just a process of elimination of what direction he's gonna run. And this is another death now for him. 6
Is under attack.
for the Terrorblade.
He's otherwise played such a
Kushi?
clean qualifier.
Oh, they're gonna be able to see him in the tree line. Can he activate the BKB? The taunt. Alright.
Okay.
So both
Enormous
carries.
kills.
Yeah, making some mistakes here. Chira Jr. looking for the solo kill onto the Wind Ranger. We'll be able to find him. The rest of the team is starting to move over to his location as well. With the shield crash, just going to give him some protection. Snowball into the rescue is the Tux. Here is still in a little bit of danger, but now that Triple S is here, no Roar to be able to hold a raise. Has he got protection though? Jiro Jr. gets the blink away. He's fine. He is out. Meanwhile, though, Erase is still looking to go back in. Still has some mana to work with. They're going to get a buyback out of Sweet and Strong. Mana is starting to be a thing of an issue here for the Storm Spirit. Roar up in 1 second as well.
Out.
They're going to be able to get it. They do. Triple S off the cooldown. Down goes Storm. 80 seconds. No buyback. Sweet and Strong. Where you running, Respect? Running away from the base. Wasn't going to make it anyway.
No way out. That was an enormous fight to take with Terrorblade dead. All that time he was just sitting there looking at his team take the biggest fight ever, and he didn't have a way to help them. He couldn't do anything. That is so tough to watch. Massive win again. Just after they got something very good for themselves, getting that 1900 gold kill on the Magnus, get some time to breathe, but on the back of JR Jr.'s aggression, going in, finding the kill on the Ringmaster, setting stuff up. Sorry, the Wind Ranger first, I believe it was. Then the Ringmaster fell. A lot of heroes died.
Yeah.
Roche.
That means that Roche is going to go down. It's third Roche as well already.
Refresher coming in from that as well, so that means Hangle gets a refresher, because they already have refresher on the Beastmaster as well as the Magnus. So not all cores have it, and that means double hex potentially from the Pango. He can ulti in, hex someone, use it again. This is just a devastating teamfight combination, very similar to what we saw from one win in game number 2. The refresher power.
Nice scan. Feels like almost a desperation smoke.
Ooh, where's the hex?
Jiro Jr. instantly to the roll-up.
There's the hex.
Snowball as well is going to be able to protect him over the right side of the solo kill. Triple S might be able to blow up the Terrorblade Violent. I mean, he has been vital to League's run here in the qualifiers, but the final game, they needed him the most. He just was not there for them.
I know he's not been having a game at all. Completely shut down. Dead for 70 seconds more. Does not have a buyback, and there are still refreshers ready to be used. Hangle didn't have to commit his. Magnus still has his. And they're just gonna go push. Mag with a blind blink, looking for someone. And Storm has to be so cautious. These zips in, do not zip close to the Pango. He might hex you immediately. Ooh, tries to jump after him to get him.
Apparently A is a hex. How far? Wait, how is he so far?
Well,
Klima, Solar Hex?
I mean, they did take double lanes of racks and stuff. It's a lot of gold from support stuff. That's crazy too. Look at Storm, he's trying to juke the 2 hexes. He's playing the hardest game of cat and mouse.
Just hit objectives? We're going for kills, but the TP's back alive and we didn't get megas.
Yeah, they're
back away.
They did kind of slow down. I feel like Magnus could maybe have manned up and committed for the Rax push with TB dead for so long. Still had Aegis, but gotta be patient. It's completely fine too. I mean, if anyone shows on lane, they can just blink, hex, roar, whatever, RP them. And Storm is nowhere close to having a BKB or Lincoln Sphere or anything like that. Only has 2.1k gold. Threat is not over. Mukushi has RP and BKB ready now with the refresher as well, so got 2 charges.
Okay.
Can he reach someone to harpoon them?
Well, the poke might make him lose the first life.
Okay. Angle,
Shiro's gonna
space.
try and cover the respawn. But, is this forced? They're gonna be Raw and Ice Blast as well. He did buyback previously on Melik though, which is a bit of an issue.
Oh,
Meanwhile, on the low ground,
he's dropping.
Magnus, he's gonna go down. What is going on, dude? Upbeat the last second from Makushi. He's still alive somehow, trying to dish out as much damage as he can, but it's not enough. It is not enough. Radiant, they will live to see another fight by the looks of it. The buildings will stay up as well.
And a pause as a disconnect happens there. He did disconnect after the fight, so I don't think it actually interfered with him. He died quite a while before that. Buyback was forced from the storm, but still, these deaths are very, very big for L1ga, managing to get some pickoffs. Anything to claw themselves back into game. And again, like you said, pretty forced, going on to the Bristleback, arguably the worst target possible. It doesn't matter if he has buyback or not. If you commit your RP and lay into him, the TB gets free reign to just auto-attack. Almost think just hitting the racks would have been a better play even. And then let Pango go in and start some stuff with his Hex and ulti.
Radiant's middle tower.
Let's give them one more chance though. L1ga not out of the game yet.
Violent. Where are you going to go with his farming?
Has to be cautious. This glimmered up Beastmaster looking for a jump. All he sees is illusions though, and the illusion saw him too. Such a tricky game now. Storm with a long zip looking for AA. Not gonna connect. Oh, he goes again.
Keep going.
Gets hexed up though, the combo.
Hex Ice Blast.
He froze him. And now Glimmer away. He's fine.
The roar as well. Triple S pop refresh, a double roar on the bristle.
He's Thunder.
Violent. What?
You don't have beat me on
No, Violent. Is he actually gonna get out? You lost your storm though. Oh, there's some crazy stuff going on.
Storm used
Who's
all his
dying?
mana
Someone's
pool.
dying, right? Amorales will get the kill into the Ancient Apparition finally. Violent's actually still sticking around.
Yeah, they're chasing the Tusk right now. Beastmaster's out. Pango is out, and Tusk somehow manages to juke it with the Force Staff and the Blink. Some nice shard blocks he gets out. They're cutting the retreat now, going behind. Oh no, the Ringmaster. Does he know about the Pango? I don't think he's seen this. His courier might spot it. He has a ward as well. He sees that the Wisdom is already taken, so that will tip him off that this is not safe. 60 seconds, no storm. The Rax bush is coming in again. Few cooldowns on the side of Dire though. Refresher 30 seconds for Magnus. Still don't think anything is stopping him from just auto-attacking.
They're rolling. Very early roll. I guess they're going to be able to get the skewer down to the low ground and the RP as well. We've seen what they've been able to do previously if they isolate the bristle. Malik is gone for 100 seconds.
The only core alive now. Violet does not have enough to stand up against this potential jump. So many heroes can go on him. It's a good shackle, but they're on the TV.
Over to the bristle back. Over to the TV. He's okay. But the turn needs to come soon, and it's not going to be there. Mega creeps now for one win. And Monkushi wants to go back. He's got Refresher. Force Staff's going to be able to get some separation. Violent still stepped up a little bit too far. Violent. Chain control brought down. Storm back alive, but no carry.
Yeah, trying to kill the Pango at least. Maybe. The cheese.
Oh, they gave... Oh, no, not like this.
Wind Ranger buys back. Desperately trying to hold on to the game. The Storm and the Wind Ranger. 5 heroes coming though, and those hexes. There's too many of them.
Oh, they caught him. Oh, they had the high ground ward. Anyone able to get in range for the control? They are.
The 2 supports are like, we got this. Stand back course.
GG.
We'll defend.
Wow. 1 win.
And like that.
Knocking out L1ga. Moving on to the final day of the qualifiers.
I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped for 1 win now. the fact that they took down Liga after losing game 1 that dominant fashion for the side of Liga, I